Many musicians are using their celebrity and voice to speak out and raise awareness for the environment. I would like to look into how effective that is by researching guitar production and music events that promote the green movement. One of the problems with guitars is the actual production of the guitars. The Fender Corporation alone makes around 90,000 strings per day. Another problem is the transferring of production. Yamaha has transferred production to a plant in China. According to Leslie King, many factories are relocating to poorer countries. This is due to their more relaxed environmental standards. There are many examples of guitar factories who have moved to poorer countries. Fender specifically has moved factories to both Mexico and China. This also relates to more of the dirty industries, corporations moving their waste to other nations as well. One of the problems with making guitars is the fact that they're made out of wood. However, as few as 150 logs per year supply the entire industry. Martin Guitar has stated that if they use up all the good wood, then they're out of business. The owner states that he wants to keep the company in business so one day his daughter can be the 7th generation owner. There has been a pairing of guitar companies with the Greenpeace organization. Martin, Taylor, Fender, and Gibson have all joined with Greenpeace to help preserve endangered wood types. They are valued for their sound and their appearance in making both acoustic and electric guitars. Though these companies are still trying to preserve these forests, people still want the rare wood for their guitars and are willing to pay for it. The upper tier market has blossomed in the last 10 years, says music store owner Joe Caruso. People are willing to pay the extra money to get the endangered wood because they prefer the sound. Another problem with guitars is the fact that they use electricity both in practice and performance venues. This is through the use of amplifiers. When it comes to amplifiers, the industry standard is the bigger the better. On the Guitar Center website, most of the top-selling amplifiers are at least 100 watts. Amplifiers draw a lot of electricity. I personally leave mine plugged in, which means it is constantly drawing electricity. This is also standard practice for those with tube amps. They say that the longer you keep it plugged in, the hotter the tubes get and the sweeter the sound. This is not to mention the fact that when the amps break down, they also attribute to e-waste. According to Leslie King, e-waste is the most rapidly growing waste problem in the world. Electronic wastes can contain such elements as lead, mercury, and other chemicals. The problem with these is when they are disposed, they can get into water tables and infect the water that the people within that area are drinking, which can cause severe health problems. A guitar player's standard equipment for practice usually includes a pick. I've noticed that this problem may be overlooked. What I mean by this is, guitars are usually played with picks. These are typically plastic items that are rated with different thicknesses. Most picks used are made from different types of plastic. Plastic is bad for the environment because it contains dioxins. According to Greenpeace, nearly every piece of plastic ever made is still around. One of the first types of plastics ever used to create a guitar pick was called celluloid. This is still in use today. This plastic is dangerous, especially to players who smoke, because it is highly flammable. An alternative to plastic picks is available through a company called Wheatware. These picks wear faster than their plastic counterparts. However, they are made from earth-friendly materials. If thrown into your garden, they are turned into fertilizer for plants. and can biodegrade within 90 days. I'm interested to see in how music festivals that claim to be going green or to promote the green movement are actually affecting the listeners or the attendees of the event. As far as music festivals go, there is a name that rings true among all festival goers. Bonnaroo is an annual music festival that in 2009 brought out roughly 75,000 people. It has recently tried to make itself greener through a number of ways. Bonnaroo has a station set up named Planet Roo, where it tries to get attendees to interact with the environmental organizations. It even has a stage powered by solar energy. My question to the people at Bonnaroo is, why stop at one stage? If you have the technology and the means to make all stages solar powered, then why not do so? It has also taken steps to purchase as much produce and food locally as possible in order to keep things sustainable. Another environmental organization working with the Bonnaroo Festival is one entitled Carbon Shredders. This group at Bonnaroo has a goal to get 10,000 people to reduce their carbon footprint by 10%. Seems like a good start, but is 10,000 people even a dent in the average American's 20 tons of carbon emission each year? And why stop at 10,000 people? Shouldn't the goal be to get all 75,000 concert goers to change their ways? The festival is also trying to cut back on its bottled water. Bonnaroo was known for relying on plastic bottled water to fuel its program. It is now offering $1 aluminum bottles to concert goers that they can refill at different stations. Bonnaroo has also changed the electricity infrastructure. They have reduced their need for generators by 70%. However, according to the Tennessee Valley Authority, which is the grid that is connected to, its backbone for producing power are coal-fired facilities. Is this truly better than using biodiesel generators? In summation, guitars were not as environmentally threatening as I had first thought. 150 logs per year seems like a small number. The companies have also realized that they need to preserve trees in order to keep making money. The problem is that other companies are willing to use endangered trees in order to sell those wanting them. This market in turn has seen a boom as other manufacturers have cut back. Music festivals are preaching environmentalism at their venues. Are the steps they have taken sufficient, or is this just more greenwashing? Another problem is that plastic is used in everything from the picks, guitars, pickups, and amps used in order to play. It seems that music is teetering on the edge of sustainability and killing the planet. After hearing this, it would be wise for musicians to question the next products they buy. And is it really worth it to buy endangered trees just for a certain sound that can be acquired from more renewable resources?